Hi, my YouTubers. I'm back. I wanted to hop on today. I'm extremely exhausted, but I had to. I'm keeping my word to jump on today. I thank all of you who have subscribed. I've hit 10,000 views. I appreciate you guys so very much for it. Although I see you peeking in, but I'm pretty sure there are questions that you want to ask and maybe not know how. So what I've decided to do was to go live, and hopefully you guys will join me and we can have a conversation about writing. I'm hoping that you've gotten started, and if you haven't, and there's something that you want to know or need to know or concerned about or anything, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help in any way I can. Because I know the journey for me, it wasn't, I'll tell you like this. The first thing that I did was I just started writing what was current, my feelings, what happens, like pretty much a journal. But as I was writing, I had times where, you know how you can sit and you think about, oh, I remember when I used to do this, I remember when this happened or such, and I would write that down. And that's how I sort of created my book. Well, the second one anyway, because the first one, I can't say it. No. The first one, the first one went more by memory. Like trying to remember in sequence. The first one, When a Man Hates a Woman, that's also on Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble. You can Google it. My publisher's website, outskirtspress.com. They're not paying me for promotion, but I really appreciate the work that they did for me. And they will be publishing my third and fourth book. The first one, it's my book, but it was my learning experience, even more in depth, but my second book. I didn't realize how important editing was. I did not realize proofreading, because what your eyes might see, somebody else's eyes may see differently. And that's something that you should really consider when you're writing, because some people, you know, you can do something and be like, oh, they didn't spell that right. Oh, that word should have had a comma in it. I mean, you have critics out there. If they're going to critique a movie, they will critique your book. Believe me. But basically, I just wanted to get on here today to say thank you, guys. I am so appreciative of the views. But I would really love to indulge more in questions. Having a conversation. I've gotten certain questions from people like, what should I name my book? And that was the thing for me. Now, the first book, I knew it because I knew what I was going to name that book. I knew it from the back. There was no, without a shadow of a doubt, I knew the name of that book was going to be When a Man, I didn't say When Men Hate Women. I said When a Man Hates a Woman. And some people feel like I'm bashing men, but no, I did not say men. I said when a man hates a woman. The second one, I constantly show this one because I keep it I keep it on my desk in my office. I had about 8 titles for this book. But for some odd reason, the title Old Wounds, New Scars just stuck with me because that's how I felt. That's what I felt like I was going through. I'm like, I've been here before. Why am I back here again? That's an old wound. Like I'm trying to heal it and you creating a new scar. And when I sat up one day and sipping a glass of wine, and my mind was just on, I was deep in thought, and I'm like, how, I sort of put that together like that, like going through a traumatic situation, and I came up with that name, Old Wounds, New Scars. Like you're breaking open these old wounds and creating new scars, like. And I was very, I don't want to give the book away. On one of my other posts, I read my poem. And I hope if you didn't get a chance to take a listen, I would love if you would go back and take a listen to it. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me your thoughts on it. I thrive from questions. So being that, I mean, I don't want to step too far ahead with you listen to something and you should have listened to other posts prior to that one when it's, that's why I think I'm really considering doing a live and getting some feedback and some questions. I love chatting with you guys. I would love to. But again, my main reason was thanking you all for the views. I really, really, truly appreciate it. One thing I want you to also keep in the back of your mind is I had book signing events. So I had book signing events where I work with the public on a daily. And this one particular place, it was like a vape hookah lounge. And I was really cool with the owner. And I'm so sad that they moved. I really am. But he was getting his, bringing up his clientele. And I was like, have you ever thought about a book reading? He was like, that'll be a great idea. And I'll post, because he interviewed me at that book signing that I did a couple of years back. And he did an interview with me, and I would post, I'm going to post that one on here as well. You may have to adjust your camera because my cameraman, which was my daughter, instead of having it this, you're going to have to, yeah. So, but the book signings, you get a lot of exposure with those. So if you know like a cafe owner or anywhere where people gather and just have order some books and set a date and talk to the owner and see about having a book signing and do a reading from the book. I'm sorry. One thing that I would suggest, and I tell this to everyone who has come to me on advice about writing, be very careful. Be extremely careful whom you share your manuscript with. Because once it's copywritten, you can't take it back. So, example, you show somebody your manuscript and they use your parts of it and they go copyright it first, and then you take your book and you get it copywritten, what you think is going to happen? It's been known to happen. So that's why I was very careful on who I shared my manuscript with. If it's not someone with the publisher that you're going to get your book produced with, it's one thing after it's created and you send it out. You send it out for reviews so people can review it and put it on Amazon or whatever, or book reviews. That's something different because it's already copywritten. And my copyrights, no, I'm sorry. My copyrights to my very first book, get your copyrights. It's very important. So, I'm going to close tonight, guys. Like I said, I've had a very long day. I have a meeting in a little bit. Pray for me that I don't fall asleep. But there's so much energy in the meeting, I know I won't. They might give me my, as my mom would say, second wind. But I basically just came out here tonight just to say thank you so very much. And I'm not sure the date, but I will post it. I'm sorry, prior, like a week prior before going live. And I'm hoping you guys tune in and write down any questions that you may have. And let's talk about getting this book done. Because I want to be the first, knowing that I helped you, I would have to get a copy of the book, knowing that I helped you. I gave some advice and you got it done. Just being proud that I helped somebody get their dream done. And that means the world to me. So I'm going to sign off now. But I just wanted to say hi, jump in and say hi, and leave just a few nuggets tonight, along with a huge and grateful thank you. I truly thank you all. So you all have a blessed rest of your night. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, because this is Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day, and have a blessed rest of the week. And don't forget to write.